I thought I'd take it back a little bit, man. How did you start working with Death Row, and how did you kind of get involved with Suge at that point and everything?
Well, it wasn't until when I got out of prison in '88, Suge came to me, and I started fucking with Suge, and the next thing you know, he was doing this record company with Fernhill Records with Thomas Klein. No, I started with him with the Budweiser Superfest. He hired us to do the Budweiser Superfest, and we started from that. Then we started with Thomas Klein on Wilshire, and it went from there. From that, Death Row was born, and then so on.
You mentioned starting in '88, so this would have been around NWA.
NWA was out there, yeah.
Were you around Easy-E and everybody at
We
the
seen
time?
Easy-E at this. I forgot the name. It's they used to showcase new talent. I think it was on Sunset, and me and Suge used to go. I used to see Easy there, and then I seen Easy at the concert. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything ever happened when you were around or anything?
Uh, you know, that brother gone, man. But yeah, man, I met his son, so out of respect for his son, I don't speak on his daddy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Okay. I think you mentioned at one point that like Suge started to change and maybe become more bold or more gangster when kind of you and your brother and everybody kind of started backing him up more.
Well, he changed big time because my whole thing was Suge should have just stayed behind the scenes and regulated business. When Suge got involved with doing the homie shit, and you paying mother to do this exactly things, this here, and when he participated in that, the whole game changes. Now you CEO, thug, gangster, the homie, the whole nine. So it all changed. You know what I'm saying? So if he'd have just stayed CEO, the boss, it would have went a little further than what it did. You know, I think if Suge would have changed the homies from looking like thugs to looking like businessmen, we'd have been good. I said all of this shit, and it never happened. We would go to nightclubs, and we in lowriders and shit. You know, we in gangster cars, and he's in a mother Porsche. People was moving out the way for us, but shaking his hand. They, no, we don't want to with them. But hey, Suge, you know what I'm saying? So we were outcast everywhere we went. They didn't look at us like businessmen. They looked at us like gangbangers. And when I started feeling a certain kind of way, I was getting my brother and them telling them, man, we looking like whoop 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 and whoop whoop whoop. And their favorite words was, Mom, you drink too much, you tripping off the wrong things. Okay. Okay, so that's how it pretty much went, you know?
Did you ever tell Suge everything? Did you ever pull him to the side like,
Me
yo,
and
man, let us handle this shit?
Me and Suge had a few conversations like that. And Suge wanted to do Suge. He was paying us, so, you know, pretty much what he did and what he said was bam. Quite a few homies checked him on certain things, got at him, and, you know, Suge did Suge. You know what I'm saying? Suge was enjoying that life. But, you know, it's a lot come with being that head mother, being that G mother, or even fitting in with the homies. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine Suge coming in and he with all these pet bulls. Not me, just I'm talking about all the guys he had, sharks. And he controlled everything and everybody with what he paid. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, I can't make no excuses because we all bit into the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, somebody asked me, how in the did Suge Knight control all these different mentalities, all these gangsters? He didn't control them. We allowed what happened to happen. So it ain't Suge's fault, it's our fault. We let him do that. We let him say this. So if you're a millionaire and then you can slap this motherfucker, he just killed 2 people for you and you slap the shit out you and you don't do nothing. It's all about what he can give you or what you thinking he might do to you. But this is a real motherfucker you just slapped.
So you seen Suge slap a dude who?
No, I'm just saying,
okay.
you know, a scenario. Just, I mean, we allowed him to control the narrative. We allowed him to control us. Homies doing shit that the average cat wasn't gonna do, that he might not have done, you know, without those cats behind you. So, I mean, we made it we made it out to be what it was. It was, you know, hell.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.